Ciao ciao, Giovanni Rossini, and today on Opera Origins, we're going to be going over Don Giovanni. Now, unfortunately, my voice is very weak today because I'm still getting over a little sickness. My little sister here, my lovely little sister, has agreed to help me do the voiceover. Boo! Oh, okay. Now, she, unfortunately, is not as cultured as me. Oh. She's not as familiar with opera or how to pronounce certain words, so she'll try her best, but please forgive her if there are mistakes. There certainly will be.
No, I'm perfect.
Oh, are you?
Very much so. Mary Poppins perfect.
Oh, practically perfect. We love that.
From head to toe.
Ciao, ciao. Giovanna here. Thankfully, my voice is recovered, and I'm back. And today on Opera Summarized, we're going to hear the story of Don Giovanni. This will be in a part 1 and a part 2 because, Lord, this is a dramatic opera. A lot happens. It's a tale of lies, cheating, and secret affairs, or maybe not so secret in Don Giovanni's case. Now, just a fair warning, this opera is not really for children. It contains themes of essay, general violence, and a lot of cheating. But if you love a good story with a lot of drama, crime, and punishment, you'll enjoy this. Now, at the time I recorded this video, I was actually really sick and could barely speak, so my lovely little sister agreed to do the voiceover part. Now, while I'm grateful to my sister for helping me do the voiceover, she's not a professional by any stretch of the imagination. She doesn't really know how to pronounce the majority of the characters' names in this show. We tried to walk through it, but it's not perfect, so bear with it. I think it was quite charming. She tried her best. Now take it away, sis.
Don Giovanni is a young nobleman, about 19 years old. He abuses and angers everyone else within the opera. And that is until he encounters something that he cannot kill, beat up, dodge, or outwit. So outside the commandier's home is where this opera first starts. The servant Laporello, who serves Don Giovanni, is grumbling about having to watch his master attempt to seduce the Commendatore's daughter, Donna Anna. The opening scene starts with Don Giovanni running out with Donna Anna grabbing at him, shouting, and calling for help. She won't let him escape from this. The commandeer, her father, hears his daughter screaming and yelling for help, and so he comes out running, ready to kill or capture the intruder. Don Giovanni and him end up in a duel, in which Don Giovanni ends up killing her father. Horrified, obviously, upon seeing her father's death, she decides to go to her fiancé, Don Ottavio. We're gonna call him Otto. Donna Anna cries, and she's making him swear to kill the unknown murderer to avenge her father's death. Once they are alone, Laporello calls out his master for living such a rotten and spoiled life, for being such a scoundrel and a womanizer, quite frankly. Don Giovanni, hearing this, and lashes out at Laporello. Don Giovanni hears a woman, this woman, known as Donna Elvira, singing about being abandoned by her love. He flirts back with her for a while, and she kind of leans into it as well. But then...
My fiancé! I found you! No! What is my life?
Laporello in this scene then moves on to tell Donna Elvira that Don Giovanni is not worth her feelings for him, that he's unfaithful to everyone. He slept with so many women whom he calls his conquests. A great name for a woman, might I add. This conquest list includes about 640 women and girls in both Italy, 231 in Germany, 100 in France, 91 in Turkey, and in Spain, 1,003 women. This man seriously cannot keep it in his pants. Donna Elvira in this scene swears her revenge like the true girl boss that she is. She goes off on a rampage for a few minutes. I mean, as she rightfully deserves. I love her bag.
Okay. Not wrong.
Now we turn our focus to the countryside, where there's a lovely, glamorous wedding between peasants going on. So really not that glamorous. In this scene, we meet the groom, Mozart, and the bride, Zerlina. Don Giovanni and Flaprelos arrive soon after this wedding starts. Don Giovanni is immediately attracted to the bride. And it's her wedding day, so she's really not on the market. Bad for him. He attempts to remove the jealous Mozart by offering to host a wedding celebration at his castle. He's acting so generous, pretending to be a kind and generous nobleman, which he truly is not. However, when Mozart realizes that Don Giovanni means to remain behind with his bride, Mozart becomes angry. He doesn't want to leave his bride behind, alone, with another man. But he's just a peasant. He can't stand up to the nobleman. So he's sadly forced to leave. The second that they are alone together, Don Giovanni starts seducing the bride, twerking, flirting up a storm with her, doing everything in his power to make her fall for him. At first, it seems to be working. The bride's infatuated by his dance skills. He's interrupted then by the best character in the whole opera, the girl boss, the legend herself, Donna Elvira. She storms in and she pulls and forces away the bride from the man. She then starts exposing Don Giovanni as the liar and scoundrel that he is, screaming, "Flee! Flee! Free yourself of the traitor!" Don Giovanni, he can't talk his way out of this one, not when faced with his ex-lover. Donna Elvira then leaves with the bride, leaving Don Giovanni alone. Don Otto and Donna Anna enter, plotting the vengeance of the still unknown murderer of Donna Anna's father. Donna Anna, unaware that she's about to start speaking to her attacker, pleads for Don Giovanni's help apprehend her father's murderer. Don Giovanni, relieved that he is unrecognized, readily promises it and asks who it is who has disturbed her, acting as if it was not himself. Before she can answer, however, Donna Elvira, the girl boss of the series, she rushes in and she tells Donna Anna and Don Otto that Don Giovanni is a liar, a seducer and scoundrel, that he can't keep it in his pants and is not to be trusted. Don Giovanni then tries to convince Don Otto and Donna Anna, wow, a lot of Donnas, that Donna Elvira is insane, that she's crazy, a mad woman even. This, however, doesn't work. Donna Elvira will not be silenced. As Don Giovanni begins to leave the scene, Donna Anna suddenly, she recognizes him as her father's murderer and tells Don Otto the story of his intrusion, that she was deceived at first because she was expecting a nighttime visit from Don Otto himself, her fiancé, how she managed to fight off Don Giovanni after discovering the imposter, like the strong woman that she is. Donna Anna repeats her demand that Don Otto avenge her and points out that he would be avenging his own honor as well should he so do this. Alright, now we're heading off to Don Giovanni's house. Inside Don Giovanni's home, Leporello, his servant, is informing his master, Don Giovanni, that all of the guests of the peasant wedding are now in Don Giovanni's house, and that he has successfully distracted Mozart from his jealousy, but that the bride, returning with Donna Elvira, has made a scene and spoiled everything. Girl bosses, the two of them. However, Don Giovanni remains cheerful, somehow, and tells Leporello to invite literally every girl he can find. No standards. Commoner or noblewoman. The bar is on the floor. Now we head back to the countryside, where the groom is angry and jealous with the bride following him. She's trying to pacify him, singing songs that women nowadays would be ashamed to hear another woman singing towards their husband. She's singing a song telling him to beat her, to hit her. She's literally screaming at him to hit her, that if he hit her, it will make him feel better, because she did almost cheat on him. It was more of emotional cheating, let's be honest. But still cheating. And honestly, she was giving in to Don Giovanni before Donna Elvira got involved. You can't even be mad at Matteo here.
Matteo?
Matteo!
Okay.
Shush! But just as she manages to persuade her husband of her innocence, Don Giovanni's voice can be heard from off stage. It startles and threatens her, shaking her to her very core. The groom then decides he's going to hide. He wants to see for himself what his wife, well, soon-to-be wife, will do.
No, his wife.
He wants to see what his wife will do when faced with the person she almost fully cheated on him with. The bride, she also decides that she wants to hide from Don Giovanni. Who knows why exactly, but she does decide to hide. However, she's not very successful. He finds her and continues his attempts to seduce and twerk with her. Unfortunately, the man has no shame until he stumbles upon her husband. He then tries and tries to act all innocent, but Don Giovanni has the nerve to scold the husband for leaving his wife alone instead. And then he decides he'll leave her alone and returns her to her husband. He then leaves, going off stage and into his ballroom. Inside the fancy house of Don Giovanni, there's 3 masked guests, including the disguised Don Otto, Donna Anna, and Donna Elvira, the girl boss. They all enter the garden, and when they do, from a balcony above, Leporello invites them to his master's party. They graciously accept the invitation, and Leporello leaves the balcony. Once alone, Don Otto and Donna Anna pray for protection for what's to come, while Donna Elvira prays for vengeance, like the girl boss she is. A round of applause for Donna Elvira. During the party, Leporello distracts the groom by dancing with him, pretending to be gay lovers amidst the twilight night. Okay, unfortunately that doesn't happen, but we wish it did. Alright. While this is happening, Don Giovanni leads the bride off stage with him, and he takes her to a private room where he tries to assault her because he can't keep it in his pants. He's too erect, honestly, honey. Somebody needs to put this man in his place. While dragging away the bride, she screams for help! Help! Help me! Don Giovanni then also drags Leporello on stage from the room and accuses Leporello, his servant, his innocent servant, of assaulting the bride himself. He threw his servant under the bus, declaring everything, all the blame, would fall on him. And as a nobleman, he can do that. Thankfully, Leporello avoids the blame.
Now, thankfully, Leporello doesn't take the fall for his master's actions, but I hope you enjoyed Act 1 of Don Giovanni. Come back again next week to see Part 2. I can't wait for you all to see exactly how Don Giovanni gets his comeuppance. And until next time, I'll see you at the opera. Ciao, ciao!